Okay, so here we are here. This is the final exercise for this section. So what we're going to do is we're going to use key value observing, KVO, to create this final tab. So what you can see here is we have a gray view, and this is controlled by a view controller, and we have a white view in the middle. Now this white view has a custom class, so you need to create a subclass of UI view and assign it to this white view. And then the view controller is going to have an outlet to this view. So the idea here is that this is a subview of the view controller, and it is a subclass. So what we would like is we would like this view to talk back to the view controller. So that's a case of the child talking back to the parent. So we need some communication mechanism. We could pass a weak reference of the view controller into the subclass of the view, into the subclass of this custom view. However, that would be considered a bad practice. So we could use delegation. We could use NS notification center. Let's see. We could probably use blocks. There are other mechanisms we could use. However, what I wanted to do was to illustrate the use of key value observing, because the parent has a reference to this child object. So what we're going to do is the parent is going to become an observer of a property on the child. So what I've done is I've added a pan gesture to this white view, and when you pan on the white view, it's going to make the yellow view move. The yellow view is owned by the view controller, and so it is a sibling essentially of this white view. So the controller is going to be the one that observes the movement on the white view, and it's going to adjust the yellow view accordingly. So if I pan on this white view, you can see that it moves. You can see if I pan outside here, it's actually not going to move because I don't have a gesture on the gray view. I have the gesture on the white view. Okay, so you can see actually when I drag my cursor off the white view, it continues to do the pan, and that's just like a default behavior of the way that this pan gesture works. Okay, so let me stop there and then we'll look at some code. Okay, so here we are here, just looking at the storyboard. So if we select this view, you can see that it has the class assigned to a custom view, and custom view is over here. You can see that this is a subclass of UI view, and I've exposed a property, a CG point property, to track the finger movement in the gesture. So the pan gesture is going to have a parameter, a UI pan gesture parameter, and from that you're going to get translation in view, and you're going to calculate how much the finger is moving. So this method will be, it's a continuous gesture, so it gets called as the system decides, and it'll track the update of the finger. So you want to set this from within that pan gesture, and this property will be updated. So basically the idea is that so we've got the fourth view controller here, and the idea is that the fourth view controller is going to be an observer of changes to this custom view. So you can see here in view.did.load, I've set myself up as an observer of the key path point, okay, and that's on the that's on the outlet to self.white view. And this is basically the code here where I observe the key path and I adjust the view accordingly. So should have enough to get going with that. And one of the things that you can do is you can log out these values to make sure that you're on track.